Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right, all right. As many of you got the news, Dallas Cowboys got the blues. And as bad as it seems, as sad as it seems like a terrible dream. Won't be seeing the Dallas Cowboys in the championship. I'm kind of relieved and then I'm kind of sad. But I've just got tired of hearing about them Dallas Cowboys, what they was going to do. But hey, we own and we about to see the 49ers. So with that being said, we got Mr. Izzy in the house. He just got through watching the game, just like many of you. And let's see what's going on in that Frisco town. All right,
Yes,
Mr. Izzy.
yes. How's everyone doing? Um, Today is still a joyous day. The America's team is eliminated from the playoffs, and I think that's a relief for a lot of people who feel vindicated when America's team gets eliminated. You know their history, you know their moniker, you know their bravado for a team who has not even been in the finals or a championship. This is something some people have never even been alive to witness. So I'm saying all that to say this here. The two deserving teams that are in the conference championship in the NFC, they deserve to be there. The 49ers, they held a team to only 12 points, this big bad America's team, and to the Eagles, who took down the Giants, who people were saying could pull off the upset, and only scored 7 points. So this is a actually a dream come true scenario. I got a hometown kid of Jalen Hurts, and then I got a hometown team of the 49ers to go out there, duke it out to get to Arizona, another place of mine in the Super Bowl. So all roads lead to Arizona, like I said before. So Jalen Hurts and Hurts business were one win away from destiny. So that's all I could really say to get it started off, and I'm gonna turn it back to Dr. Emil Hurts.
Yeah, I found out a little information. I guess I hadn't been paying particular attention, but I've heard that the Cincinnati Bengals have beat the Kansas City Chiefs 3 times, I believe, in a row. And if that be the truth or fact, man, that means that they got a real good possibility of probably going into Kansas City next week and beating the Kansas City Chiefs. And if that were to happen, you'd be looking at. I really feel that the Eagles are going to take the 49ers. I don't really see them being a team that's got so much going for them, that the Eagles got so many guys on their offense that they can go through. I mean, when you think about, I guess, San Francisco, you probably only got a few people that's like a 1, 2, 3 punch. When you go to the Eagles, you got Jalen Hurts by himself just as a quarterback. He could probably set records on just running the ball, making making touchdowns. The running backs, they could set records running the ball. The tight ends, not just the one tight end, but even the other guy that's running play behind. What's the guy name? Uh, what's that guy name? The number one tight end. You got
God,
Pascal, right? You got no the tight end. You got
Goddard,
you got
uh,
Goddard, and you got another tight end. Is it Pascal?
no, Pascal's a receiver.
Okay, but who comes in and play tight end? Hasn't Pascal lined up in the tight end formation?
They
So
play a guy stall at tight end.
man, well, it's been a while since I've seen him, but obviously, then this stall guy must have played while Goddard was out when he got
Yeah,
hurt.
stall
Okay,
play.
so you got him, you got AJ Brown, you got Smith. Matter of fact, this last game you didn't even hear about Quez Watkins. So you got an arsenal of talent, and that's going to be a factor. And I think that's going to make the difference. It's just going to be seeing how that the defense lines up against the Eagles. The Eagles defense got to line up against the 49ers. And I don't see this guy being a wizard with passes. I think what they're going to probably do, they're gonna go back and look at the plays that he had. But that they're gonna look at the plays that he had. He hasn't been playing that long, and what he throws. I don't think he's gonna be able to add a whole lot more. Right now, Jalen is gonna be pretty much considered a veteran compared to this guy.
This is a situation that's I think at this point these are the youngest quarterbacks to even play to be in a Super Bowl, a win to get into a Super Bowl situation. The oldest guy remaining is only Patrick Mahomes. And one thing I want the Eagles fans to be very concerned and aware of is you have to be aware of the Philadelphia weather. I think that's going to be a big key, because we saw when Buffalo played against Cincinnati, for whatever reason, Buffalo defensively just could not stop Cincinnati the majority of the game. So let's look out for the weather. Let's look out for a lot of these young quarterbacks as far as Purdy's concerned. And this is just a great championship moment for the AFC, for the NFC, and the 4 teams remaining. So honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. I like the way it's looking.
Yeah, I think what's going to probably would advantage Jalen them is that I don't know how long those guys have been playing in San Francisco, but you can believe that if they're playing at home, they're playing on the outside, and they probably haven't even played in cold weather, let alone snow. Right now, Jalen has had a year or two to get acclimated to the cold weather. So you got a lot of things that's going to go against the 49ers. They got to get on a plane, drive across the coast, almost 3,000 miles, get ready to play. And all of a sudden, you could be playing in cold weather. And Jalen and them have a great running. Not only would you have Sanders and Gainwell and Scott, but you'll also have Jalen running. And that's a lot of people you got to try to block. And so if the snow and the weather comes in and they can run, they got way more weapons on running.
I think,
yeah.
I think Purdy. We don't have much film on Purdy, but we've never seen Purdy really play in a very cold weather game. So this could be it's going to be a sight to see. It's going to be a sight to see.
Well, I think if you go back and look at the last few games, when he played in rank, they won. How much yardage did you see Purdy pick up on the ground? I think
Not
very little. So you're not going to even look at him as being a running threat. Now I've seen him run a ball and he slid, but I'm saying this isn't a guy who runs 60 yards in a game or 50 yards that I've seen. Jalen Hurts, I think on a slow day, how much did he get the other day? Was it 60, 55?
Maybe so.
Yeah, he got, and that was on a very slow day when they didn't want him to run. You can believe, and he ran. And there was one time he didn't slide down. He went face forward. So you can believe that if it gets into a tight and they're really trying to win, Jalen probably is not going to be sliding all the time, and he's going to be running. So you got a lot of running backs where you can keep the ball on the ground. And many times it's been said for the last 2 years, they've been one of the top running teams that they are. Dallas, was they able to run against this team? They were picking up first downs. They was getting a little yardage, But Dak ran out, and I mean, it's just they're gonna have a lot to do.
Definitely, this is a game I'm excited about, but I really favor Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. You're at home. You looked at really dominant, and 49ers, yes, they won, but it still was it could have been a whole lot closer than what it should have been. I think the Cowboys also made a mistake by bringing the kicker in the game because, yes, he made a field goal, but there was an earlier extra point that was blocked. And even though you lost by 7 points, I believe that missed extra point could have changed the whole landscape of the game as things unfolded. So I think I'm going to focus on special teams. I'm going to focus on the weather and to see how this game going to turn out in Philadelphia. Let's see.
Yeah. I think I don't want to develop what I call when I started watching it's like a Philadelphia mindset. And to me, that's no matter how good things going, they always see problems. No matter what happened, oh, this went wrong, that didn't. It's like, man, you won. Oh, we should have got more passing. Well, we passed. Oh, you should have did more running. The center made a good play. Yeah, but it should have been the tight end. And I think if you because watching them over time, we can start developing that little spirit that they carry because I watch them a lot. That nothing is ever good enough. Instead of just saying, hey, look, this is where we at, this is what we got, and we just gonna move on. And I think it's gonna be a great game next week. And we hope to see after this year is over, we hope to see them next year, and that next year we'll do a better job of us coming on, and then we're spreading the word and getting the broadcast up and out where people can start to comment on it and build. And so therefore we ask that you would like, subscribe, and share with somebody and let them know about Birds of a Feather. Like I say, Hurts news, Hurts business, right? So
yes, sir.
Anything you like to share at this time?
Hey, that's all. I'm happy. Hey, it's been Hurts business. Happy 2023. Let's just keep it going. Let's keep the positivity going. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and celebrate that the Cowboys are eliminated from the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm going to have to type my friend a message. He's a real big Cowboy. Pastor Charlotte down there in Beaumont. He's a real big Cowboy fan. And so I guess I'm gonna have to meet him next year, and I know he's very disappointed, but hey, that's the way it goes. So just hope he takes it. Don't take it so hard.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So Cowboy fans, hey, let's now. You like a lot of other teams. Focus on next year because hey, you've been eliminated, and I just can't wait. So
yeah, I think they're going to make some changes down in Dallas. You can believe that. And I'm going to just say this: I'm looking for them to get a new coach. I'm sure he won't be there next year.
Well,
I think they're going to replace Dak.
Would you want them to get Sean Payton or no?
Be honest with you, no. And the reason I say that is because look at the Philadelphia Eagles. They got a guy, didn't have much experience, never was a head coach, and they hired him. There's a lot of teams hire guys that's newer, younger. And look at what Sean Payton did for the New Orleans Saints. They only won one championship. They had a talented team. Everything about the team as far as the defense, I think it was Bounty Gate, he wasn't in control of. So you got to really ask yourself, you had a good quarterback who got plenty of passes and plenty miles out of his passing, but were you really a good coach? And what I want to bring in somebody who been coaching almost 20 years. So what's new about you got guys that's coming in with a whole new mindset. And I think they need younger coaches or newer coaches that can deal with what's going on with the youth. So to bring in somebody who's been coaching for 20 years, has only had one win, I don't really think you're getting all that. I really don't. I don't see it.
Definitely. Well, it's very true. So, I know Ezekiel Elliott, this may be his last season. Um, but whatever the Dallas Cowboys do, um,
Yeah. I'm gonna say that speaking on Ezekiel Elliott, he's been around for a while. He got paid pretty good. I think he got paid right before Dak did. And I heard a comment being made say, yeah, he robbed the team. They weren't talking about him, but they've been talking about players. Oh, he robbed the team. He robbed the team. What they say, he's robbing the money, like as if he didn't get paid for what he did, or he didn't perform. And I think that's a statement that they need to stop, because anytime you go out there and you're playing football, you could lose your life easily. We saw that in the Buffalo Bills game. The guy actually went out there and lost his life. People can get harmed, injured, and some of them we may not know until years later. So if they pay a man $1 million and whatever they feel he's worth, I don't think it's right for these sports announcers or these bloggers to be talking about he's robbing somebody. Because first of all, these young men who go out there and put their life on the line and plays the sport, they're not taking a gun, going sticking up somebody and robbing them. So to equate that to the reality is wrong. So they shouldn't even put that stigma on them. Now, if the guys, you got some criminals that have been in the NFL, that's different. But when you label somebody a robber, I think that's just going above the line. And I think that's something they shouldn't even be dealing with, shouldn't even be saying. You need to keep that out of their vocabulary. So if the team pays the man, whether he gets hurt or he can't play, hey, those are part of the game. But they shouldn't equate it to, if you're not performing like they think you are, then you're being robbed. They wouldn't think you were being robbed. Just say, for instance, Jalen Hurts isn't on a big contract. Neither is what's the other quarterback that's out of Baltimore? If they went out there and broke a leg and couldn't play again, are they going to say, oh, the teams robbed him? No, they're going to say we had a contract and this is all he was supposed to get paid. What can we do?
Okay.
So I just wanted to put that in there for those who like to listen, that that's something they should stop saying. Yeah, and we'll talk about Shannon Sharp tomorrow and him wanting to fight and being on the basketball court, acting a fool. He was shacking a fool.
Yes. We're not going to forget about that. So somebody's got some explaining to do on Monday, because we're not going to brush this under the rug. So come Monday, we'll be here to talk about it. We'll listen to him explain his version of whatever he was intending on doing. Did he want to talk, or was it, what all did he want to do? So he'll have his platform. So
no, well, let's say what he was doing. He's arguing with a person who's on a basketball court, who's a basketball player. You're out there not on the court, but you're on the court. And you are a sports announcer. When is the last time, or if ever, you've seen a sports announcer ready to fight a person on the court and his father? And all of a sudden, I guess he didn't see Adams there, because he mentioned everybody except for Adams. He didn't see the 7-foot guy in the room that was ready to mix it up. But he was telling them, everybody else, they don't want them problems. So Shannon Sharp, I heard you can lift up 460 pounds, and that might be true. But I guarantee you sure can't squat it when you got them artificial hips. You need to chill out. You need to chill out. But you might could grab something, but you can't pick it up. You know what I'm saying? You might get pushed the weight up, but you sure ain't standing up with it. So let's stop all this hero man and, wanting to beat up people on the basketball court. Get over there with Skip. I think you got a lot of vitriol you need to take out on him, because he's talking to you like you're a little puppy. He say you're not good as Brady. So you know what I mean? Tell you to put your glasses back on. So maybe that's what you need to do. I didn't see all that huffing and puffing. 3-4 people got to hold you back. So you need to chill out on some of that behavior.
Definitely. So I'll be back tomorrow to analyze his commentary about his behavior and his actions. So I'm glad everyone gets to see it for itself. Shannon Sharp, he's been in rare form and rare character, and now He's put himself in the spotlight, and I'm glad he's doing it.
All right. Well, with that, we're gonna be signing off, letting you know. Yes. Hurts so good. Time to move on. Look for the 49ers. Gonna see them next week. Shalom, and goodbye.